Hey everyone, how's it going? Cloud here, and welcome to my guide on a Shadow over Ashdale quest. Now, for this quest, there are no requirements in order to start it, and the only thing you're going to need for this quest regarding items is some decent armour and weapon, obviously most suited to your level, a good amount of food, and that is literally it. The enemies you'll be defeating in the quest today, basically, their level basically depends on your own. So if you're really low level doing this quest, the bosses and the enemies are going to be really low level, and then vice versa. If you're like max combat, then the enemies are going to be a lot harder to defeat, but it's mostly burst around your life points. So overall, as long as you do the same tactic regardless of your level, then you'll have no problems at all for this quest. So obviously that's it for the requirements and items. Now onto the quest starting point. So we're currently at the Lodestone, which can be accessed via the Lodestone network. Now you should have this one automatically unlocked. However, if you wish to unlock the full Lodestone network, I have a guide which can be found in the description below, and as well having full access to the Lodestone network just to speed up the completion of quests. But from here we're going to head to the quest starting point, which is speaking to Gudrick, who is just southwest of the Tavily Bank, which is just towards the south of the Lodestone you're currently at. You'll also see the quest star symbol on the minimap, and also the dungeoneering icon. It should be on the minimap as well, but watch where I go. So speaking to Gudrick, he'll tell you that several cargo ships have stopped delivering to Ashdale, and that the island is apparently deserted and an evil aura hangs over it, and he'll ask you to travel to Ashdale to investigate. So obviously once you agree, just board his ship and you'll be taken to Ashdale. When you arrive, you want to walk through the town in this direction. You will encounter some slime and a claw on the way. You can inspect them if you wish, however it's not needed to complete the quest. You want to keep continuing on until you find a person called Lucy, who you want to speak to, who you'll find hiding in the house. She tells you that the town was attacked by horrible creatures, and although she avoided them by hiding in her attic, the townspeople were taken away. She doesn't know where they are now, but guesses they may be under the island somewhere, and you'll need to say that you need to get to the other side of the island using the sewers. So you want to enter the sewers by using the pipe, which can be found behind her house. So you want to start navigating through the sewer. You'll see some level 4 sewer rats and a few coin spawns throughout. If you want to pick up those coins, it's completely up to you. Once you reach the first large chamber, you'll have a cutscene where you'll encounter one of the Creation scouts. So you want to kill the scout. Like I said, the overall strength and life points of the scout will depend on your own, but either way you just want to dispatch it as quickly as possible. They can use abilities similar to your own, but nothing that's going to hurt you too much. And once you defeat it, it will drop a minnow which you can collect, which you can eat to heal 200 life points. So continue down the sewer and you'll eventually reach a second chamber with another scout. You can either kill it or simply just run past it. It isn't compulsory for you to kill them. Once you reach the end, you want to head up the ladder and you will emerge near a storm drain in the Ashdale farm. And you want to head south up 2 sets of stairs. Once you head up the stairs, you'll encounter 2 more scouts. They are aggressive, but again, you don't have to kill them. You can simply run past them, but you may prefer just to kill them for the XP. So you want to go through the gate to the south and enter the house at the top, and search the table to find a page from an old journal which explains that the house is known as the Sea Stack House and was built above a large series of caverns. The page will also indicate that there's a hidden entrance to the caves in the house, so you want to search the bust of the nearby head, and the carpet will be revealed to be a staircase heading down into the caves which you want to descend down. So you'll now be in the large Ashdale caves with another scout and a dead smuggler. You can search the body to find a smuggler's journal, which explains that the smugglers set up booby traps around the caves, which you're going to be able to use for our advantage. So you want to advance down the cave, which contains one more scout that again you can either run past or kill, and you'll now enter a cavern containing barrels, pipes and a large door, which you must open by channeling water to it. So you need to collect the valve outer wheel, the valve inner wheel and some pitch, and you need to repair the leak in the pipe using the pitch, combine the wheel parts into a valve wheel by using them on each other, and then repair the socket on the central barrel. The barrel at the end of the pipe is already full of water, and you'll need to turn the valve wheel on that one to move to the other barrels in order. So literally just keep turning the valve on each barrel that has the water to pass it round, and eventually it'll reach the door. The other thing you can do is literally just repair the barrels as you go, but the overall concept is just to move the water to the door to open it up. So go through the door and enter a chamber where you'll find 3 more scouts. This chamber contains pods which appear to play some part in their reproductive process. You want to kill all the scouts and the door to the next area will open. You now want to enter the next tunnel where a cutscene will show the approach of a Crazian warrior patrolling over a corridor. If you approach the creature, it will fire an unavoidable and unblockable range attack that deals damage equal to your current life points. So the only way to kill these ones is to use the traps that we're going to be encountering. So what you want to do is when its back's turned, is go over to the lever on the nearby wall and pull it, and this will activate the spike trap, killing the warrior and opening the door to the next area. The next area has another warrior moving around on a circular trap, and you want to dispatch it in the same way by pulling the lever on the wall while obviously avoiding contact with the creature to again open another door. In the third area there are 2 separate warriors on 2 different traps. You need to dodge the first one and then find the lever on the wall near where the second warrior is, and when you pull it, it will dispatch of both of them at the same time and open another door. You'll navigate past a room with a few more dead smugglers, and in the next area there are 2 traps, each with 2 warriors patrolling, and the lever can be found on the north side of the wall on the second circuit, so just do the usual thing to kill them. And then you want to continue onwards towards a large ship. You'll encounter 2 more scouts, which again you can either run past or kill, and you want to board the ship to do the boss battle. So we're now going to have to fight Agaroth, which is the Kraken. Now you need to fight it in 2 different stages. The first stage you'll fight it in is with the 4 tentacles that appear either side of the ship. Each tentacle has 201 life points, and basically the concept is when the tentacles start swirling round, you have about sort of 3 or 4 seconds to move away from them, otherwise it will slam down on the ship and do damage to you. It won't do much, but if you keep taking consistent damage from the tentacles, you will eventually end up losing quite a lot of life points. The general tactic of it is obviously inflict some damage till it starts swirling the tentacle around and move out of its range, and then once it's slammed down you can go back and inflict more damage. The bleed out effects, I can't remember their names, but they are quite handy against the tentacles as they will always do the same amount of damage on them. So after you kill all 4 tentacles, the main body of Agaroth will emerge from the ship, and you'll now need to defeat him in order to save the residents of Ashdale. Now there's a few attacks you need to look out for him. If you're near the side of the ship, he will use tentacles, so obviously bear that in mind if moving around. If you stand quite close to him, you will be hit every sort of few seconds by a bit of damage. Now again, it's nothing major, but obviously it will be best to sort of keep moving sort of back and forth from him when you are attacking. There's another attack he does as well, where he starts firing water. However, he only does it in a certain direction, so you can stand away from the flow of the water to be able to keep on dealing damage to him. So once you get him below 50% health, he'll start using another attack, which is a form of green acid, which will start falling on the floor. Now you'll see the shadows of the attacks appear on the bow surface, so you know basically where to stand. If you see a shadow coming down and it's on your spot, you literally want him to move into a non-shadowed area in order to dodge the damage from the acid. And then when he gets to 25% of his health, the acid attack will start having a bit more range, so you may find yourself running back and forth a little bit more. Overall though, despite your level, whether you're really low or really high, you shouldn't have much trouble against Aggaroth as well. Obviously you've got your food to heal on as well. Literally the main things to look out for is first stage, obviously keep dodging the tentacles so you don't take too much damage there. The second stage, obviously look out for his water spewing attack, and obviously when the acid starts coming down as well, literally just make sure you're standing in a non-shaded area. So once you finish killing Aggaroth, the townspeople will be freed and cheered for you, and you'll then be taken back to a much sunnier Ashdale, and you may optionally talk to some of the extremely grateful villagers, or just go straight back with Lucy to Gudrick and Tavley, and you'll want to speak to him to finish the quest. So Gudrick will congratulate you on defeating Aggaroth, and it will come up congratulations, you have completed a Shadow over Ashdale quest. You're awarded 1 quest point, a attack, strength, defense and constitution XP lamp, each which grant 300 experience in the relevant skill. You will get 3 black pearls, which you can break 1 a day to receive bonus experience in any skill which is equal to a large fallen star. You get access to the Dead Man's Chest in the Ashdale caves, where you can repeat your battle against Aggaroth, and each time you defeat Aggaroth again you'll be given another black pearl. However, this one will give you bonus XP, but equivalent to that of a medium fallen star. It can be done once per week for free players and twice a week for members. You've also got 2 treasure hunt keys and 2 hearts of ice. So overall, pretty easy quest. The good thing about it is, despite your combat level, the battle will be basically based around your level. So if you're really high level, you're not going to exactly find it really easy, because obviously they're going to have a lot more life points, and vice versa. If you're only just starting, this is quite a good quest to sort of get done, because the bosses and enemies are not going to have much life points. The overall reward with the black pearls there are pretty handy, and also about being able to fight Aggaroth on a weekly basis. Because the black pearls do come in handy for giving yourself bonus XP. And again, if you're a higher level player, if you're using the black pearls for bonus XP in skills that are like 90+, you will find yourself getting a considerable amount of bonus experience in that relevant skill. But yeah, overall, pretty easy quest. I don't think you'll run into any problems at all. However, if you do get stuck, leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll help you out as best I can. If not, thank you for watching. Please make sure you like, favourite, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to share with your friends. Cheers guys, bye bye.